sklearnmetrics classification report. Description. Inputs. Why true? The true labels of the data. It should be an array or list of integers or strings representing the actual classes of the data. Points. Why PRED? The predicted labels from the classification model. It should be an array or list of integers or strings representing the predicted classes for each data point. Classification report. A comprehensive report summarizing the performance of a classification model. It provides key metrics for each class in the dataset, including precision, recall, F1 score, and support. Precision. The ratio of correctly predicted positive samples to the total number of predicted positive samples. It measures the model's ability to avoid false positives. Recall. The ratio of correctly predicted positive samples to the total number of actual positive samples. It measures the model's ability to capture all positive samples. F1 score. The harmonic mean of precision and recall. It provides a balanced measure of the model's performance, considering both precision and recall. Support. The number of actual samples for each class in the dataset. Steps. The classification report function calculates the classification metrics for each class in a dataset based on the provided true labels and predicted labels. It calculates the precision, recall, F1 score, and support for each class. The results are organized into a tabular format, providing a clear and concise overview of the model's performance. Metrics. Precision measures the model's ability to correctly predict positive samples, avoiding false positives. Recall measures the model's ability to capture all positive samples, avoiding false negatives. F1 score. A harmonic mean of precision and recall, providing a balanced measure of the model's performance. Support. The number of samples for each class in the dataset. Visualization plots. Confusion matrix. A visual representation of the model's performance, showing the number of correctly and incorrectly classified samples for each class. Precision recall curve. A plot that shows the trade-off between precision and recall for different classification thresholds. Labels. A list of labels to include in the report, in the order they should appear. If not provided, all unique labels in Y true will be used. Target names. A list of names for the labels, in the order they should appear in the report. If not provided, the labels themselves will be used. Digits. The number of digits to display in the report. Default is 2. Output dict if true. Returns a dictionary containing the results. Confidence intervals can be calculated to estimate the uncertainty in the classification metrics. Challenge 1. Imbalanced datasets. If the dataset is imbalanced, the classification report may not be a reliable indicator of performance. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 1. A dataset with 90 samples belonging to one class and 10 to another class. Fixes to challenge 1. Use appropriate resampling techniques, e.g., oversampling, undersampling to balance the dataset before training the model. Use metrics that are less sensitive to class imbalance, such as the F1 score or the AUC ROC. Challenge 2. Multi-class classification. When dealing with multiple classes, the classification report can become complex. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 2. A dataset with 5 different classes. Fixes to challenge 2. Use visualizations, such as confusion matrices, to understand the model's performance for each class. Focus on the metrics that are most relevant to the specific task, such as precision for certain classes or recall for others.